How you doing, YouTube? Matt Massa Beer Reviews. Back a little mystery beers, courtesy my boy, Steven. Yeah, this is... gotta double check, make sure this isn't the all one that he got us. Let's see what the sucker has to offer. Okay. Didn't expect that. For some reason, I thought it was going to be a lighter beer. He's been tossing a lot of lighter mystery beers down. So, yeah, Psychopath wrapping, as Steven is wont to do. And, yeah, a lager, Pilsner, maybe even like a Grodzisky. Yeah, it's stout. It's a big, huge, burly stout. Index finger of malted malt ball, creamy, whipped cream, and super tight, compact, bubble topped. Listen, the words are hard. It's dark. It's a stout. Let's put it that way. It makes it easier. Let's get a nose on this sucker. Stale milk. It's a milk stout. The milk comes off a little bit like half and half curdly. Not sour, but stale. A little bit curdled kind of milkiness. A little bit of chocolate in there, a little bit of nuttiness, but I think that nuttiness is small. I think the chocolate probably is a soft chocolate addition and has lactose in it. Time. It's got to have a little bit of time on it. Let's dive in. Cheers. Okay. It's a little bit roastier, a little bit toastier than I originally thought it would be based off of the nose. There's a soft mouthfeel to it that kind of lets you know that it was a milk stout at one point. I actually want to call this a Russian Imperial Stout, how it comes off bittering-wise and roastiness-wise. But what I think you have here is somebody's milk stout that was quite sweet. Maybe not overly sweet, but sweeter. And time has kind of beaten down a bit of that sweetness and kind of made it go a little bit, like I said, curdled is the best way I could put it. And that bitterness has kind of come up. I got to look at the bottom. I got to cheat a little bit. Let's say an age before we cheat. A little bit over a year old. There's tape over it. See, now you guys know I wasn't cheating beforehand. No, okay. To be jolly, fa la 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 la. So it's Christmassy beer. It's from Thanksgiving, 2020. So you're talking about, less than a year in it. And it's somebody's milk stout that's just got a little bit kind of curdled, a little bit sideways. It's not negative. It's not off flavor. I believe it's just chocolate. Now I'm thinking that it's Thanksgiving, close to Christmas. Fa la la la. I think of like Christmassy stuff. What could it be? Christmas beer, fudgy beer, fudge brownie beer, fudge, Christmas fudge. I don't know. It's milk stout with chocolate. What's the ABV on it? 8.9%. What is it? It's Treehouse beer. I'm saying that because I don't know what the label is, but it tastes like Treehouse to me. That's what I'm saying. I don't know. Maybe not. Maybe so. Maybe not. Yeah, it's a Treehouse beer. It just had that kind of mouth profile to it. I think we're going to nail a spot on ABV on this one, too. 8.2. So we're 0.5% off. This is Tis the Season. Tis the Season is smoked robust porter. Okay. I'm curious to see if anybody else in the Beer Tube Palooza crew, because this comes from Steve and it came during Beer Tube Palooza, if that smoke really kind of comes off. Listen, I'm not going to sit here and tell you that doesn't exist, but it really didn't come off as a smoked beer to me. Tis the Season, or smoked robust porter, and brewed with a complex assortment of chocolate, caramel, and smoked malts. It carries an intense amount of character and intriguing, fitting for the season. Pouring pitch black, Tis the Season tastes like a melted chocolate bar, dark caramel, and molten toffee with a pleasant whisper of campfire smoke throughout. Yeah, I mean, it really is more of a chocolate beer. I think I've had this before, Steven. Have I had this before? I don't remember. It doesn't really come off as a big smoky or anything like that. Not a negative beer, but it comes off as, you know what? Here's the thing. That's why I'm getting a curdle thing. Actually, that's that smoke. That's me. That's me on me. Just not picking it up. It's got a soft, because it's not curdled. And I couldn't think of the word. It just like past its prime kind of milk. And I think that's just the smoke is overlaying that kind of little bit of milk stout in there. There's lactose in this. There's got to be. There's no lactose in this. They're lying. There is. And it's just that smoke that really threw me off. So that's a cool kind of, or at least for me, perceptually, a cool kind of interpretation of it, because I didn't think, it kind of come off that way. But, yeah. Not a great beer, but, high in ABV. Little epically small touch of smoke that was a little bit more present when you actually read the label. And to me, it was just kind of like a little bit of kind of an outdated, oxidative kind of milk stout, but what it ended up being is maybe slightly oxidative, but little smoky, not so little smoky, robust porter. Yeah, I gotta sit here and say I love it, but I don't hate it. And that's the thing about mystery beers, when sometimes you're wrong, and then it's like, okay, I don't like this, I don't like that, but it's like, it makes more sense when I know what it is. No shit, Sherlock moment. But that little bit of smoke is not super aggressive, perceptual. So when you know what it is, it kind of makes quite a bit more sense. When you're leaning heavily into that kind of, like, a little bit of kind of, a little bit of sour milkiness, again, for the lack of a better adjective, it makes more sense. Let's put it that way. So there you go. It's one of the better robust porters I've had as late. Sure, we'll put it in. It's not towards the top. Knowing what it is, it actually makes me want to backtrack and like the beer a little bit more, but we'll leave it at that. Value availability, it's Treehouse. It's a porter. Smoke beer. I'm assuming it's probably like $3 to $4 a can, and leave you with, if you like what, will you like this beer? If you like itty bitty smoke in a relatively big, robust beer, you'll like this. There we go. Thanks for the mystery beer, Stephen. Very, very generous of you. If you ever want to send off mystery beers, you're more than welcome. Reach out, matt@massivebeers.com or massivebeers@gmail.com, either one. Let me know if you've had this, if you have, or anything down there. Massive Beers, if you want to check me out doing the social media stuff, Beer Massif. If you want to check me out doing the whole podcasting thing, hopefully you guys enjoyed the review. Hopefully enjoying, a little bit of mystery beer right now. We'll see you next time. Cheers.